Over 49 and a half years ago that the Supreme Court ruled that women have a fundamental right to choose whether to have an abortion.
WGN's Alyssa Donovan joining us now with a look back at that ruling and the years that followed. Alyssa.
Yeah, Ray and Micah, when that case came before the Supreme Court in 1973, the question was, does the Constitution recognize a woman's right to terminate her pregnancy by abortion? They ruled it did. At the time, abortion was legal in just 4 states and allowed in certain circumstances in 16 others. So the majority of the states didn't allow abortions. But this constitutional ruling trumped the state laws. And ever since that ruling, there have been countless efforts to return the power of this decision to the states.
The fight over Roe is a fight in large measure over who should be deciding and whether these are issues that should be decided by agencies or a court or legislatures.
Legal expert Ron Allen spoke with Northwestern University leaders today, sharing that when Roe v. Wade was first introduced to the Supreme Court, many felt it was not a constitutional issue.
The original opinion in Roe versus Wade had no supporters among any serious constitutional scholars. It had supporters among people who felt strongly about abortion, but it was an abomination as a case. Now, that doesn't mean it should be overruled.
Jane Roe was a pseudonym for 22-year-old Norma McCorvey, who was seeking an abortion for an unwanted pregnancy. She sued the Dallas County District Attorney, alleging the law was unconstitutionally vague and violated her constitutional right to personal privacy. When she won her case, there was a nationwide ripple effect, including a criminal case being thrown out here in Chicago against an underground abortion group known as the Janes.
As we were sort of an open secret in the city of Chicago, the cops knew about us. The courts knew about us.
The group was raided just a year before Roe v. Wade after performing around 11,000 illegal abortions. Judith Arcana, who was part of the group, says what's happening now is not a return to the time before Roe v. Wade.
That's the most horrific aspect to my mind, that this is not, in fact, a return to 50 years ago. This is a turn toward a time that is far more frightening.
Citing protests outside of abortion clinics and violent acts against doctors as additional hurdles women seeking abortions back then didn't face.
Those people today are actually in much worse condition, a much worse situation than what we dealt with when the Janes were working.
Arcana says she's paid attention over the past 50 years as states like Missouri, Pennsylvania, Nebraska, and Texas attempted to create different abortion regulations, many struck down by the court. But she says when the court upheld the Partial Birth Abortion Ban Act, passed by Congress in 2007, she knew it was just a matter of time before Roe v. Wade was overturned.
There's more to fear now. Much more to fear, and it's pretty fearful stuff.
Arcana says what's happening now doesn't cancel out the work she and her group did more than 50 years ago, and she says she does expect more groups like hers that perform underground abortions to start popping up due to this ruling.
All right, Alyssa, thank you very much. Let's check in with Demetrius. Another lovely day today.
Yeah, it was pretty